Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zulfikar Manzi, and welcome to Hey TV. For those of you who are just joining us, we had a great time not too long ago at the New Rochelle Art Fest that was taking place during the last weekend between October 14th to October 16th. We had a great time interviewing the many different musicians and painters, as well as different pedestrians that were enjoying themselves throughout the New Rochelle Art Fest. Particularly, we visited a great art show that was taking place on Main Street in downtown New Rochelle. We had the pleasure to speak with this fantastic Mexican artist by the name of Selena Lanzano Rodriguez. And we had the chance to talk to her about her paintings that she was selling during the Art Fest. 3 paintings, which all 3 were very magnificent. And she was talking to us specifically about how she utilized her Mexican heritage and implements her heritage onto her artistic endeavors. We also had the chance to speak with a very fantastic jazz band as well inside the art exhibit. Very fantastic vibraphone artist, as well as an upright bassist. For them to talk to us about how they got into music and what inspires them, and also, you know, for them having a great time playing at the New Rochelle Art Fest. And not only, like I mentioned, we interviewed the artists, but we got the chance to speak with the pedestrians who were in there enjoying the Art Fest. They had such a great time, and also it was great for us to speak with the different diverse age group of individuals that was in the Art Fest, who was enjoying the live music, the painting, and as well as the finger foods that was also available. It was a great time to mix and mingle, to get to know more of the New Rochelle residents, but not only people from New Rochelle, but it was also individuals coming from different parts of Westchester County that was enjoying the Art Fest. And not only that, but of course, you know, we had the chance to visit many different exhibits and many different events that was going on in the Art Fest. There was so much that was going on during the weekend that unfortunately we could not go to every single one of the events during the weekend. However, the ones that Ralph and I were able to go to, we were able to captivate such a very dynamic group of artists. Like I said, musicians, painters, writers, dancers, and it was just great to witness that, not only in person, but like I mentioned, to speak to these fantastic artistic individuals as well. And for those of you who are interested in diving in more about our interviews with these great groups of artists, you can visit our YouTube channel, Hey TV, and you can check out the latest interviews that we were able to put together for you guys to enjoy, from the different dance, from the different writers, and all these different great groups of people. So go to Hey TV, search Hey TV on our YouTube channel, and subscribe as well for more updates that'll be coming soon. And check out all the videos from the New Rochelle Art Fest, and make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure you share the videos to your fellow individuals, and enjoy the groups of individuals that was entertaining the public during the New Rochelle Art Fest. So thank you guys so much. Stay tuned for more here on Hey TV, and also visit our website, www.heymagazine.net. Hopefully we'll see you soon. And come down to Placide Entertainment as well, located on 345 North Avenue, New Rochelle. Thank you very much.
About that song?
Yeah.
That song is called Blue Blossom. It's a very famous jazz standard.
Okay, jazz standard. So how long have you been in this business?
How long have I been in this business?
Yes.
Playing music? About 30 years.
Oh, 30 years.
Yes.
So how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
Oh, gentleman doesn't tell his age.
You don't want to tell anybody?
Who are you with?
Okay, so you get a position like this to come to play today. How people receive your so go ahead. So do you feel like people shout something about what you're doing?
People love to come out. They like to hear this music. They're enjoying art the whole weekend. Just like I came out this morning and I went to see art all over her show.
So how are you gonna stay here?
We're going to be here for another half hour, and then another act is going to come. Another jazz musician is going to come by.
Do you have like a couple albums?
No albums. We just like to play for fun.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
So how you visiting Rochelle?
Well, all around New Rochelle, out with friends, play different places.
Do you play any other instrument after this?
Yeah, I play a little bit here and there, but this is my main instrument.
Okay, so you play together?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Tell us a bit about you.
Oh, I'm a graduate of SUNY Purchase. That's how we met, actually. And I live in the Bronx. I'm a New York musician. Been playing for a while now, and Eric and I have been playing for quite a few years now together.
Wait, so have you been here yesterday or just today?
Well, we were at the New Rochelle train station on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And yeah.
So you feel like a connection, and now you're giving like very nice performance.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how you feel like people receive your performance today?
Everyone seems to enjoy it.
They're awesome. They're here, they're having drinks, they're having some food. It's a wonderful thing.
Okay, so HTV thanks you for your interview. So can you invite people like this to watch the interview?
Come on and watch the music and listen and enjoy it. I'm thinking.
Oh, they're great.
Fantastic.
Are you enjoying this movement?
Any day I can see HTV, I enjoy it. I live right across the street in the old Bloomingdale building. This city has so much talent, music and art, and every weekend, local artists and musicians should be celebrated. And I've sponsored a lot of kids on Memorial Class in the past, so I'm very excited to see this, and to see that this place is revived. Main Street has great history, great art, great music. We gotta make it Main Street again. Even block traffic, have the street fair here again, have blocking police, and have my brother Jeff and I sing once in a while on Main Street. So it's a great day here.
James, you play basket, you play...
I'm actually an artist. I own a studio at 81 Center right here, Warzone Center. I'm an international artist. I'm from New Rochelle, raised in New Rochelle, and like he said, there's a lot of beautiful art here. There's a lot of artists actually here.
You got a recording studio?
Huh?
You got a recording studio?
Yeah, right there. Studio. I have a music studio, a recording studio right there, 81 Center. 81 Center. Warzone Center. You can either go on stainlesslocal.com or you can go Stilio number 4 anywhere. You can find
What
me.
type of program do you use? Cubase, Pro Tools?
Pro Tools, Cubase, we also use Logic.
Logic, yes.
And we create with a lot of local talent here.
So you create the beats?
I'm not a producer, I'm actually a rapper and a writer. But I have a lot of different producers that come in also.
So how long have you been in this business?
We've been for 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
Since 2010.
You have a lot of customers?
Huh?
You got a lot of customers?
Yes.
Okay, how do you appreciate your work?
I say it again?
How people, how customers appreciate your work?
I think they love it because it just comes from actually just real talent. I'm just addicted to music. So anything to the point of any expression, anything of art, I'm in love with. And like he was just saying, just in New Rochelle alone, I don't think we actually get enough credit for how much talent we have. We have a lot of talent here. And I actually we're just waiting for life to be shed on it, which is like something that we hope can happen soon. You know?
Are you the recording studio in the area?
I'm sorry,
Are you the only one in the area?
no, there's a couple of studios around the area. I'm not familiar with their names, yeah. But there's a couple studios around here. And which also, like I said, I feel you can go either way and you can definitely get the job done. But there's definitely a lot of talent here.
You would be great if you watch the camera and can say people you're watching Hey TV.
We're watching Hey TV today. It's the best TV, and our mission is we want everybody to own a home and not leave New York. Great music and great local artists. SolarCenterNY.org. But we love Hey TV. It's on the move. Is that all right?
Good job.
Very well, very well.
What's your name?
Chris.
Okay, your name?
Chicago.
Hey. Okay, how long are you gonna stay here? Okay, you like techno?
Look, you got a drink or stay here.
You like pop? You like techno? And hip hop?
No, beer.
Big. Right, so you are you expecting to get like something like this next year?
Yeah.
Okay, how's gonna
No beer.
how's gonna be your Halloween?
No.
I know you don't believe in that.
No.
Okay, but tonight it's about jazz, right? Hey, sorry, how are you enjoying your night?
Oh, fantastic.
So you like jazz? You love jazz music?
Love jazz music.
Okay.
Jazz music, you like love art and love good food.
Oh, great. So this is your first participation in the fest, or yesterday you were somewhere else?
We went to the new Grove Park and the music was awesome. It's such a great space. It's going to be so exciting to have that venue. We also ate, they have food trucks there. It's really such a great space. This space is beautiful, so I love this.
Wait, so are you expecting something like this next year, or perhaps this year you would like to get something similar in the city?
Yeah, next year we'll definitely come out. When is what's this?
But I think it's open to rent for a party and event space now, and it's just so beautiful. We all need this right now. We all need to come back together. We need to honor our communities. We need to celebrate.
We were upstairs for sunset. There's a rooftop, and we were up there for sunset. It was absolutely gorgeous. So it's really a special space. And with that private space for a private party, we're planning to rent it in December. They're open for private parties, so we're looking forward to it.
I know.
I'm planning on being invited to their private party.
Oh, great. So I know how people decide to get together because of the pandemic, divide. So now, how do you feel as you are together with a lot of people, enjoying?
That's fantastic. Fantastic. We all need a little bit more of this. Right?
Have you been very sad?
I'm sorry, sad?
When the pandemic sad?
Oh, sure. Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Very
how did
sad.
you end up with that?
Well, trying to get back to work as soon as possible after working at home for too long for me. But it was actually, it was actually, there were some silver linings to it. I mean, we had all of our children living at home, and still have them living at home, which I don't think they would have had if it were not for the pandemic. But I'm looking forward to getting them out so that they can go out and flourish. So we hope, and I can flourish as well.
Right, so when the pandemic presented to you, how did you end up with the pandemic?
Very similar. We had our boys home. We were able to work from home, so we were lucky in that respect. And we didn't get sick, thankfully.
So for you, life is starting. For you, life is starting.
It is, but I think I miss seeing people. I am highly social, and I think most people need to be around other people. And I think that's what's so great about what's been established here at Townhouse, that people will be able to come together to celebrate being back together, of course being vaccinated and being healthy.
Right. Did you get family affected by the pandemic, the COVID-19?
We actually had COVID, so it was hard.
So we
were
both
isolated for a couple weeks, but it wasn't so bad. We didn't have such a bad case, and we recovered okay. So we're very grateful that we got through without too much of a problem. Yeah.
So you've been hospitalized?
No. We weren't
You took
hospitalized.
teas or like normal city?
Yeah, just very mild case, very tired, that kind of thing. So nothing too severe, lost the taste and smell. But we were lucky with, not having a severe case of it. So.
Fine. So hey, yeah, right.
Thank
So hey, TV, thanks you.
You're watching
HTV.
So my name is Selena Lozano. I'm actually the featuring artist here at Townhouse, and I am a New York native and currently live in Harlem, Manhattan. And so a lot of my work right now does deal with identity, disconnection, and also just playing around with my upbringing, so nostalgia. And so a lot of my work does reference Mexican icons specifically, and just kind of building these paintings with a twist to how I see the Mexican culture and how I want to. This is my way of connecting with my culture, because growing up, I was here in New York, never got the chance to really explore my culture, and so this is my just approach on what it means to be Chicana, which is Mexican American. And so yeah, they're very vivid they're very vivid paintings, very lively, and they reference not only Mexican culture but also just like I said, my upbringing. So a lot of memories that I had with my parents and here in New York. And I also added some attributes of where I am right now, which is Harlem. So some of the paintings were inspired by my own environment as well, and just kind of finding myself through my work. And that's kind of like the route I want to go to right now and continue that. And so yeah, that's kind of my artwork right now.
So do you have like a couple you have like a couple books like painting, things like that?
I'm sorry?
You said like you painted?
Yeah, so all of these are paintings. If you go upstairs, I actually went to art school for drawing and painting at SUNY Purchase. And so for the past 2 years, I've been just painting and collaging. And this is my real first time being at an art fest, so it's very exciting. And especially since I am from New Rochelle originally, it's like a big deal for me, and I feel very honored.
So how many exhibitions do you have? Like?
So I've been in a couple of like group shows in like Manhattan, and also just local places like Art Cafe. So I've been around New Rochelle trying to get my work out there. I actually had a couple of collage paint series a few months ago, and this is a big deal. Being here in this new restaurant. Can't wait to see it open, but this is a great turnout so far, so I'm happy to be here.
Alright, so how people appreciate you will?
Where can they see my work?
Yeah, how many people?
So currently right now, a lot of my work can be seen on my website, and also on my Instagram, and my Instagram is rocketship_, all lowercase, and you can reach me there, and also through my email. But a lot of the information is on my Instagram, so I definitely would encourage people to just search me up on Instagram, rocketship_, and you'll be able to reach me there and find my email, my website, and everything else.
Do you feel very satisfied about what you're doing? As you're an artist, I think probably you enjoy what you're doing.
Yes, I mean, like I mentioned earlier, I did go to art school, and so I am seeking an artistic career right now. I'm currently a full-time substitute teacher, and I plan to go for my master's next year to teach in the arts, hopefully. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm very satisfied with what I'm doing right now. It's exactly where I want to be, and I want to achieve more through my art, and hopefully get more of the community involved, honestly, more of the younger generation, and people of color, honestly. As a Latina, people of color just kind of tend to, I don't know, it's like, what was I going to say, in the art world, there's a lot of people of color, like artists that are like emerging right now. So it's like, this is the perfect time to get your work out there as a person of color. And so I kind of want to encourage that and even inspire the younger generation to really do what they love. And if art is one of those things, like I want to be, I guess, a role model for them. I want them to see me and see that they can do it, they can make it as an artist and even more,
Do you feel like people get the same appreciation like for painting since internet started? Because I know like before it was like something exciting for a lot of people. Since internet started, people they get all type of ways like to make design. The painting started to go a little bit down. So how do you
How do I keep it kind of like live?
how can you capture this moment like before and like now?
Okay, so I mean, honestly, right now I use social media. I take advantage of social media, honestly, and really try to promote myself there. Take advantage of these platforms, honestly, and like go to openings, go to art shows and connect with people, network with them, and just kind of keep putting myself out there. I think it's very important as an artist to keep constantly putting yourself out there and reach out to people, and that's kind of what I've been doing. And I want to encourage other artists to do the same thing too. Like, it's a lot of just being out of your comfort zone and putting your name out there.
Okay, so the quickest painting, how long it might take you like this?
Painting? Okay, so a lot of like my new series that I actually worked here at Townhouse, that was about a month and a half or 2 months, close to 2 months of work, and I mean it was hours, honestly. I worked in like different sizes. I worked from 36 by 48 to 4 by 5 feet, so the sizes really were challenging, and I was working at a time crunch, and so a lot of these paintings just took hours, a good amount of time and energy. I can't really say how long, but it was a very lengthy process, but overall I enjoyed it, and I want to do more, and what was I saying? It was a fun experience overall.
When you're painting, you feel very inspired from somewhere else, or you just feel comfortable between like body and something you do, or your soul is expressing it?
Yeah, so I mean, like I mentioned earlier, like a lot of it has to come from my like identity, and exploring really what that means to me personally. And so I do use references. I actually look up to like Chicano artists who a lot of them do paint or depict identity. And so I use a lot of my friends as inspiration. I look back on memories that I had during my upbringing to use as references. And so a lot of things around me really inspire my work overall. But I do try my best to kind of like work with what I have internally, like just my idea on identity and what that means to me personally.
Okay, so is it true like artists are very spiritual?
I mean, I do put my soul into this artwork, so I do feel like there is this sense of like spirit, that goes into my work. There's a lot of, I deal with a lot of emotions when I'm doing my work actually. I feel always this happiness, this sadness, I just feel so much when I'm creating art, which I feel like is very spiritual, very, like your soul, it's like, just feel a lot when I make art, and I think that itself is very spiritual, energy, there's just so much that goes into art making that a lot of people don't realize actually, it's hard being an artist, and so much goes into it, it's not easy just to come up with ideas, you also have to be, make time and have the energy to actually want to make something, so I would say it's very spiritual or just very in tune with the soul,
So how many hours you sleep?
So I work 2 full-time jobs, so it was very hard to actually balance, both jobs and creating art. It's not easy. A lot of sleepless nights. I would go to bed, sleep about 4 hours, and then go to work and then do it again the next day. Really try my best. I told myself, I'm like, if I really want this for myself, I really want to be a serious artist, I'm gonna have to commit every free time I have to my art. And that's exactly what I did with this new series, which is why I'm very proud of it. I had a lot of doubts, but I'm like, you know what? I put so much time and effort into this that, not a lot of people get the chance to see that. And it's just really nice to just see it all together and know that just like look at it and be like, wow, like this took so much time and so much energy. Not everyone is gonna understand, but you know, I'm very proud of myself, and so a lot of sleepless nights. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to sleep a lot.
While you painting, what makes you laugh or what makes you cry?
What makes you laugh? What makes you cry? Just the process. I mean, like creating art, like I said, is not easy. There's been moments where I just felt very frustrated because things weren't working, and I was like really trying hard to make things work, you know. And there's been moments where I ripped up paintings because I'm just like nothing is making sense. I'm so flustered, and like I had to like kind of take a step back and really rethink my own concepts. And the moment, you know, those moments then brought this inner happiness, like, okay, you know, this didn't work out, you know, it's time to move on and try something else. And so I feel those emotions constantly throughout my process. You know, I can't really pinpoint when it happens. It just does, you know, and that's, to me, that's beautiful. And it's like a conversation I'm having with my paintings overall.
From 1 to 10, like, which number should you choose, like, to spread your love as an artist?
1 to 10, Moses?
Yeah, 1 to 10, like, which number would you like to choose? The way that you spread your love as an artist.
Respect my, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, the way you spread your love.
Oh, for my love of art?
Yeah.
Oof, I mean, like right now, I am trying to take this more serious because this is something I went to art school for, and for my whole entire life, I always had this like need to be creative, and I found my calling in painting, and I would say a 10, honestly. Like, I'm at that moment right now where I want to spread this kind of like, you can do it too, you know? We all start somewhere, right? And this is like a big deal for me. Have a good night. And I want to show that to other people who are like emerging artists, who are just beginning. I want them to like see me or see the people around me that, you know, they can make it themselves too, you know? And so I would say a solid 10.
Can you specific the reason why you can be out of your real person?
How do you, I'm so sorry.
Can you specific the reason why you could be out of yourself, like something that you feel uncomfortable, you don't feel real you?
I mean, I'm sorry, I couldn't understand that.
Okay, something that makes you more uncomfortable as an artist. Do you feel like you still in the condition, like to smile every single day? It doesn't matter what happens?
Oh no, it's hard. I mean, like, I'm human at the end of the day, you know? And being in a studio, it can be a little stressful sometimes, and it's hard to kind of like balance things in life, honestly. I feel like when, you know, as a human being, you know, life kind of happens, you know? So it's really hard to kind of keep things going sometimes, the momentum of like creating paintings or creating artwork. I lose that sometimes, that motivation. It's so hard to kind of keep myself on track sometimes. And so what I do is like I'll take breaks, you know, go on walks, do something that, like other things that make me feel happy or alive. And so I try to skate every now and then. Like I live in Manhattan, and I feel like because I live in Manhattan, there's so much I can do there to just kind of like release stress. And so, like I said, I'll just like go for a walk, and that sometimes kind of, you know, helps clear the mind, honestly, and gets me back to, you know, where I was, and also just reminding myself, like, this is who I want to be, and it's not going to be easy.
Two jobs, paintings, or you have a family?
Yes, and I have family, and then I have my dog. No kids. My dog is my kid. I will say that I do.
So no husband, right?
No husband, no boyfriend at the moment. I am just trying to focus on this, honestly. Like I am trying to make this career. I want to make something out of this.
Have you been overseas, like representing your painting?
Not at the moment. I plan to hopefully do more work in the city right now and see where that takes me. Because right now I'm here in Rochelle and I see my work is like blowing up, and that's amazing. But I want to see what else I can do. And like I live in Manhattan right now, and I feel like that's the place to be as an artist. So. And hopefully that can take me somewhere. You know, I would love to have my work in Europe or in Mexico, and especially in Mexico. That would mean the world to me because that is
That's your background?
That is my background. I am Mexican American, and like I mentioned, I have this connection with my own culture. So to have my work out in Mexico would be a dream come true, honestly.
How did you deal with the pandemic?
So during the pandemic, things did slow down for me, just like a lot of people did for themselves, right? During the pandemic, I felt lost in my artwork and in myself. And so what I did is I actually went back and started to do collage work, which was way different than painting. And so I grabbed magazines that I had around and found some and really just try to play around with collage work, because the last time I collage was when I was like 4 years old. And so I'm like, okay, let's try this out. I know a couple of collage artists. I see them do it all the time. Let me try it out. And it was frustrating, but I had a whole series of collage pieces, which was exciting. And I had a show, and it was amazing. And I started to see that, okay, I don't have to constantly paint. I can do other things that are art related. And I mean, that was my way of getting through the pandemic, through collage work, just every day. Every day, all day too. I was just collaging, and I was still working too as a barista. So it was just a lot. It was a lot to deal with, actually. I'm not gonna lie, because I felt scared. I'm working still during the pandemic. I'm scared. What if I do get COVID? You know, how is that gonna affect me and the people around me? And
But you did not.
And it did not. Thankfully, it did not. But it was something that I kind of just kept thinking about, and every now and then I would be in my car. I would sit in my car. I remember getting tested because I was scared that I got COVID. I remember sitting in my car just crying. You know,
frustrated, right?
I was just sad because I'm like, this is my reality. This is everybody's reality.
We are
you
never
know?
like to meet with your friends.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, things are not the same, and they're not going to be the same for a very long time, you know? And so I kind of have to like tell myself that, you know, we're going through a change right now, and, you know, it was just very emotional. And, you know, I'm thankful to have had collage to, you know, lean on, and also my partner at the time, you know? So it was just a lot, you know, emotionally.
So
Yeah.
the last thing, so probably you can also like to people that speak Spanish. Los quiero mucho, mis gente de México.
Sorry, if I should say something in Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my Spanish is not that great. Muchas gracias por esta gran oportunidad. Y los quiero mucho. I'm just gonna go by what you said. Yeah, you guys, I mean, los que están viendo esto, gracias. Y mi español no es muy bueno, pero muchas gracias por the support. I appreciate it. Well, thank you guys for being here, and like, I appreciate this. Thank you overall. This is a dream come true, honestly.